Okay, looks like we are ready to go. Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel, Crazy Games. I'm excited because I'm doing another tier list today. Just gonna check on a few things here before I get too wrapped up into things. I hope you're having a good night tonight. I know I am. Okay. So, why PlayStation? Well, I touched on this a little bit in my PlayStation 1 tier list video. I have an emotional connection to PlayStation over the other retro game systems because that's the one that I grew up with. Like I said in my other video, I had an uncle who worked at Blockbuster, so we used to get the games that came off the shelf when they weren't going to rent them anymore. If they got too damaged, they had to get replacements. So PlayStation is what we primarily had. So that's where some of the best memories for video gaming I have originated from. So I have a pretty, I would say, small to me PlayStation 2 collection right now. I have 21 games that I'm going to be ranking today. Some of these were my childhood favorites. There are a few of these that I've only played a little bit of just to make sure the game works, but I do know enough about the game to give it a rating. So yeah, if you're new here, typically I do a lot of Let's Plays with the Hat of Consequences, where when I die in a game, I have to pick a consequence out of a hat. Today we're not doing that. Today we're doing some tier list stuff. So, you know what? I think we should go ahead and just start getting into it, huh? Alright, so the first game that I have today is The Sims. And I have left the lovely price tag on this for everybody to see. I paid $7.99 for this game. That's a pretty good deal if you ask me, but it's gone now. Haha, you can't see anymore. Anyway, here we go. This is the original Sims game with the PlayStation 2 ports, so you still get all the good stuff. I don't have the manual, I only have the disc here. But it is a fun game, and we've got a blue back. Ooh, isn't that fun? That's fun. I like this game. This is a game I play idly in my free time. I played it on the channel twice, but I didn't really feel like there's much of a following for this game nowadays, so I kind of just limit to playing at my leisure now. But lots of things you can do in this game. I think that for the first Sims game, they definitely put enough options and physics mechanics in here to make it a game worth playing. And obviously there's a reason it's still popular today. It's because it's a good game. Do I think it's the greatest game? Do I think it's an S tier game? No, probably not. It's not a life-changing game, but I would say that is probably a B. So we'll put her up there. Let's see, B is purple. Oh, see, my board is shifting. It is not secured to anything. It is just leaned up against my wardrobe here, so bear with me. All right. All right, next game. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. Yeah. I love this game. This is the first Tony Hawk Pro Skater game that I really fell in love with. I fell in love with the other Tony Hawk Pro Skater games after I fell in love with 3. But I think 3 it's got a great soundtrack. I think introducing being able to choose a female creative skater, I mean, come on, you can't go wrong with that, right? Great game. 100%. Only the real ones, the real gamers have played Tony Hawk Pro Skater in any capacity or form. I don't care which one it was you played. But you probably played it once, at least. one Tony Hawk game in your life. Anyway, we got a silverback. Here we go. I gotta remember the camera's on this side today. You can see my lovely poster there, but there's some manual damage on this one. But overall, it's in pretty decent shape. Could play this game for hours. Replayability is great. You can build your own skate park. You can build your own skaters. You can have different skating abilities, different tricks. I think is a really good game. I'm gonna have to put this game into A. Yes, I'm in my pajamas again. I'm still feeling kind of cruddy, if I'm being honest, but they're fun pajamas. They're so luxurious. Anyway, next game we have Silent Hill 3. Yes. I love this game. This is a great game. Super screwed up. If you love weirdness and gore and creepy things, this is a game for you. I don't have a manual for this game, but that's okay. I don't need a manual for this game because I really just want to play it. I have the soundtrack that comes with it though. It's in there upside down. Of course it is. Geez, can ya? But good game. I don't think that this is my favorite out of the first 3 Silent Hill games. As a matter of fact, this is probably my 3rd favorite out of the first 3 Silent Hill games, but I don't think it's bad by any means. I don't think that it's an S tier game. I think it's trying really hard to compete. You know, it's got big shoes to fill, basically. And how do you really come close to doing that after such banging games like Silent Hill 1 and 2? But I would say it tried its best, so it's hard to say. It's somewhere between B and A, but is it a B or is it an A? I don't know. I think that it's a B. I'm gonna go with B. Okay. Go. Next game. I don't have the original case for this game. But it is Silent Hill 2. I only have the disc for this game, so, you know, I apologize. I don't have all the cool parts to show off for this game, but I do have the cool and fun part, the game. That's the part I care about. This is a really good game. This is the game that got me into the Silent Hill series. I'd say that if you were just starting out, I would start with 2. Because 1 is good, but it's harder to get your hands on. It really is. It is a harder game to get your hands on than the second one is. PlayStation 2, I feel like more people probably have a PlayStation 2 than a PlayStation 1 at this point as well. So, James Sunderland, just an absolute weirdo. I don't know what his deal is, but he's a freak. Really good game, though. I'm going to put Silent Hill 2 into S tier. Alright. Moving on. Next game is Red Faction. Here we go. First person shooter, 1 to 4 players. It's a fun game. It's a fun first person shooter game. Oh, this is actually the second one we're looking at right now, not the first one, my bad. Whoopsie daisy. But yeah, here you go. Here's some action for you. The faction is back, the action, the faction. Or the Red Faction, the action. Here you go. We got the manual here, the games, fun stuff. THQ Entertainment. This is a thick manual, actually. This is a very thick manual. Look at that. WWE SmackDown, shut your mouth. Advertisement on the other side here. November 2002 for PlayStation 2. Yes, what a good advertisement. Anyway, fun stuff. Rated M for mature. I do think this is a pretty, average sequel. I think it's a fun game, but, it's maybe not for everybody. But I'm going to go ahead and put this into C. And now, for Red Faction 1! Yep. Also, similar story. I still think it's a good game. 1 to 2 players. You can play this with your friends. You can play this by yourself. You can have a good time. If you like some outer space type stuff with some political undertones, this is definitely the game for you. I do think this is a good game. I'm going to put this game into the B tier. Next, we have a game a lot of you probably have played and really have enjoyed. It's Kingdom Hearts. That's right. I've got a copy of Kingdom Hearts. Good game. I don't think anybody has ever looked at this game and have regretted playing it. I've never met anybody who's been like, oh, Kingdom Hearts, that fucking game. Ugh, gross. No, I've never met anybody who's didn't like this game in some form or capacity. It is fun. Good for all ages, rated E for everybody. It's a good combination of your Disney characters meets, anime fantasy. I think it's fun. I know a lot of people out there really love this game. This is not an S tier game for me personally. Now I know that's going to be a hot take for a lot of people, but for me it's just not an S tier game. It's just not. And I know that it's going to probably piss off a lot of people out there, and I'm sorry, but hang in there with me, because there are probably going to be some games I touch on that you will agree on me with. But we're going to go ahead and put Kingdom Hearts in the A tier. Let's see, A. There you go. The Godfather. Today, you do a tier review on the day of my daughter's wedding. Anyway, that was terrible impression. Welcome to the family. Yeah, they made a video game about The Godfather, and it's something, all right. It's something. I mean, if you wanted to play Grand Theft Auto, but it's not as much fun, you play The Godfather. Sorry, like I said, I'm kind of sick, so I'm like, woo. Anytime I laugh, I'm on the verge of having a coughing fit. But yeah, rated M for mature. This is not for your children. Don't play this game with your children. And the broom, no, don't do it. But it's alright. It's an alright game. I think it was worth the money. I haven't beaten it. I haven't played it the whole way through, but I played it for a little bit, laughed a little, and was like, you know what, I'll probably pick this up again sometime and actually finish it, but not that day. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put this into C. Next up, ooh, I have another game that still has the price tag on it. You really want to know how much I paid for this game? Well, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm just gonna rip the label instead and suffer when it won't come off later. That's alright, I got most of it. Okay. We have for PlayStation 2 the Sonic Mega Collection Plus. That's right, you can go back and play all the original Sonic games that released on the Sega, including Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Sonic 3D Blast, and what's the last one? Sonic Spinball, that's right, and some other secret hidden games that you get to unlock by playing these games. So this, I think, even though I don't own a Sega, or, an original release Sonic game, this is still a really fun way to play those games. And I like Sonic. I want to go fast. I want to go fast. But I don't have a Sega, so I'll play it on PlayStation 2 instead. I think that's a great compromise, and I love that they did this. This really brings the magic back for those of us who still maybe have a PlayStation, but maybe not the older hardware that it originally released on. I mean, you can get hours out of this game alone. Like, if you only had up to $20 to spend at your local game store, and this was on the shelf, and you were like, I got nothing but time to kill for the next 2 weeks, buy this game. This is the one. This is the one that you could drain 2 weeks in this game easy. Just because it just intensely gets more harder, more difficult, and if you're someone who's determined to beat a game, then, well, yeah, you're gonna love Sonic, especially platformer. I think these are pretty good games. I think it would be hard to put it in anything other than A. But it's also PlayStation 2. It's not a Sega game. If we were rating Sega games, then yeah, this would probably be an A. But for everything that came out on PlayStation 2, I think I'll have to put this game into B. Okay, next. Another game. Here we go. What could it be? You're not gonna know. It's loading. It's buffering in my hands right now. Oh my god! AI just generated this game into my hand. No, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with you. I'm a real person. This is a real game. Yeah, this is a real game. The Sopranos Road to Respect for PlayStation 2. Now, you're obviously seeing a theme here with the fact that we have The Godfather in C. I maybe have a thing for mafia games or mob style games, that kind of crime video games. Yes, live out my wildest fantasies being a mob boss. This game is good in a bad way. This game is good in a bad way. And I'm going to play it on the channel, so you get to see how good in a bad way it truly is. But for now, we're going to put it right next to The Godfather. The Sopranos. But what could be the game materializing in my hands with black magic next? Oh man, I'm not doing any good at ripping stickers today. You ever just have one of those days where you just like, man, I can't do anything right today? Anyway, it's Bully Diddloo. Yes. If you are my age, you played this game when it came out because your parents wouldn't buy you Grand Theft Auto. because it was rated M for mature. But they would buy you Bully because it was rated T for teen. Also, notice how it's made by the same company who created Grand Theft Auto. It's almost like they made Grand Theft Auto that they could sell to children. And their parents would be like, well, it's not rated M, so it must be suitable for you. But yeah, still alcohol, tobacco, sex, language, violence, all that lovely stuff that you love about Grand Theft Auto is then Bully, but it's kid-friendly violence. Yeah, it doesn't get any much better than that, folks. It's a good game. I like this game. I had fun playing it. The side quests that you can do in this game, they're fun, you know? It's a good game. It's a good game. I don't know why every disc is upside down. There we go. Take a look at little James there. He's gonna go cause some trouble later. Yeah, you could spend a good amount of time playing this game. Maybe not as much nowadays after now we know we have a taste of Grand Theft Auto, what that's like. When you play this game, like if you go back and you play it now like me, if you are like me, this just made you want to play Grand Theft Auto. You're like, this is like the foreplay of wanting to play Grand Theft Auto. It's such a weird way to say it. I know I'm a weirdo, but still great game. I'm going to put this into B for Bully. Okie doke, moving on. We've got Guitaru Man. Wow, 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 wow. Yep, we've got Guitaru Man. Classic rhythm game, classic PlayStation 2 rhythm. You play as a Guitaru Man with your guitar, and you fight people by being good at rhythm games. I think it's a lot of fun. My friends think this game is really hard. They don't think it's as much fun as I think it is, but I like rhythm games. I played instruments in school. I still sometimes do in my free time now that I'm an adult, but not as much as I like to play video games. But either way, Guitaru Man is an excellent game. Good for all ages, rated E for everyone. From our friends over there in Japan. Good people over there in Japan making the best games we could ever ask for, if you ask me. But, you know, who am I to say? This is a fun game. 100% worth the money. Every penny that I paid for this game was worth it. I would go back and I would play this again. I am going to play it on the channel at some point. I guess we'll have to wait and see when that is. There's so many games that I want to play. It's just what order, you know? What order do I pick it in? And it's so hard to pick. I've got so many good games. Anyway, Guitaru Man is a great game. And I'm going to say it's so good that it's going in S tier. Alright. Moving on from Guitaru Man, we now have Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I would show you the back of this game, but I can't. For legal reasons. But I do own this game, and it is a great game. Absolutely, as you can see here. Oh, here we go. Now I can show you the back for legal reasons. No reason in particular. Don't ask questions. I don't have the answers. Anyway, this is Grand Theft Auto Vice City. It is a great game. I have wasted so much time in this game. Countless hours just spent whacking people with golf clubs. Doing crazy stuff. Racing cars. Trying to launch them off things that they shouldn't be able to be launched off of. Doing weird stuff, spawning halfway into the sidewalk just because you're trying to figure out how to clip into things. I love this game. You can see I got all the cheats written down here. Wonderful game. Wonderful game from freaking Rockstar. My hottest take here is that Vice City is better than San Andreas. Fight me. Fight me. This game is better. It is. Just trust me on that one, man. I know a lot of people are going to hate that take, but try it. Play them side by side. Experience it for yourself, the true difference, and be a Vice City girl like me. Anyway, great game. I'm going to put this in A tier. Vice City. Next game, we have Shadow Hearts Covenant. Yes, here you go. For those people out there who like turn-based combat, this is the game for you. Is Shadow Hearts. Yeah, turn-based combat's okay. It's not really my shtick, per se. It's not what I always gravitated towards when I play video games. But a lot of people do like that style of game, and I can't knock them for what they like. I have not beaten this game, but I have cracked her open and played her a little bit. I think this has got a really good atmosphere. The tone in this game is incredible. If you like the gothic, depressing type things, and this is the game for you. It looks like here, what is this? We have 2 discs. We got disc 1 and we got disc 2. This is a 2-disc game, baby. That's how much fun you can have playing this game. That's how you know you'll have hours and hours of countless fun things to do. Anyway, Shadow Hearts Covenant, yeah, like I said, it's a good game. But I'm also not one for, turn-based combat. That's just a personal preference. It's got nothing to do with the greatness of the game or the writing of the game or the atmosphere of the game. It's just my personal preference. This is going into B. Shadow Hearts Covenant, you're a bad bitch. Down here. There you go. Next game, we have Rayman 2. Yup, it's your beloved little glowing orb boy with no limbs. He's the man. He's the dude who will come and save the day. It's Rayman 2. Love Rayman. Rayman's a great game. No complaints. This game is really hard, though. They said that this game's for kids. It's rated E for everyone by Ubisoft here, but this game, don't be fooled. This game is not for children. This game gets hard. Like, Dark Souls levels hard at the end. Like, there were times where I was playing it and I was, ready to just, bang my head on a wall. Like, if you're stubborn to look things up, because I don't like to look things up, I'm like, okay, well, I want to feel how the game was meant to be played, back in 2000, whatever. Not everybody could go online and look up a tutorial or a guide of Rayman and see how to beat it. I want to just play it authentically. And when you do that, and I've beaten Rayman 2 authentically, it's hard. It's a very hard game. And even though it is rated E for everyone, I wouldn't recommend it to everyone for, if you can't handle a little bit of dying, if you don't have the patience for a game that you're gonna die in, don't play this game. Otherwise, if you do like that and you're ready for a challenge, this is the game for you. But Rayman 2 is going in A, whether you like it or not, because it's my tier list. Rayman. Hey, thank you, Rayman. You saved the day. I do love the teensies in Rayman. The teensies are like, they're a huge selling point for me. Uh-oh. We got a sticker is being naughty. That's alright. It's not the original artwork anyway, but it is Shadow of the Colossus. Yes, we have reprinted artwork. No, I don't care. I just have the game. And you know what? That's good enough for me. Here you go. Shadow of the Colossus. Right there. Now, I know a lot of you played this game growing up. Ooh, yes, very nice. And fell in love with it immediately. A lot of you had older brothers who showed you how to play this game. I did not have an older brother who showed me how to play this game. And it's hard. This is a difficult game. It's good. Like, I love the fantasy and the lore behind the game. I do find that some of the mechanics are really difficult to master, and even understand as a new player, honestly. Like, if you're looking at it with fresh eyes, like you've never played this game before, it is a little bit hard to understand at first, because there's not really much going on until you find the bad guys you're looking for to fight. But for a lot of you, I know this is very close and near and dear to your heart. This game is going to go into A tier. Oh, God. Alright, we're starting to get down here to our last 5 games. Our last 5 games of the tier list, everyone. We have Devil May Cry. Yep, here you go. Another wonderful anime, Japanese style, fun little crime game. So you're a demon swordsman, and you are doing gothic puzzles, and I don't know, fighting bad guys, doing crazy stuff. It's a pretty good game. I don't know that it particularly stands out as anything remarkably special, but it is a good game, and I would recommend playing it. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put Devil May Cry into C tier. Wow, have you noticed that we haven't got a single game in D or F yet? Don't worry. We might get there. There's one game in this pile that I'm not sure about if I will. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, it's Dark Cloud 2. Check that out. We've got a good game here. Rated T for teen. It's not a bad game. I know that this isn't remarkably popular as a game, but there are a lot of people who got into this game. To me, you know, I played it for a few hours. I did have fun. It did get my attention, but it just didn't end up being a game that I thought was worth picking back up often. You know, like, this is going to be a game I go back and play once I'm like, okay, I've kind of run out of all the things I really want to play. Which should I play next is probably going to be this one. And I really hope that, you know, this isn't a hot take for anybody out there, but I'm going to be putting Dark Cloud in D tier for Dark. Alright, next game. Futurama for PlayStation 2. This is the most expensive game in my game collection. Out of my PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games, this is the most expensive game in my whole collection. But when you see a copy of this game, you don't pass it up. You don't run into this game every day. As a matter of fact, I never thought I'd see this game in the flesh again. This is a game that my uncle had. He had to like special order it at the time, and that was for the original Xbox. That wasn't even for PlayStation. So when I saw this game at the game store, and I'll tell you how much I paid for it. I paid $350 for this game. No shame. I paid that price, and I think that is worth it. I think this is a great game. I've been having fun playing it on the channel. I've been enjoying it, making good memories, and laughing at the good jokes, and cracking some of my own, and I don't know. Kind of just going through and remembering the blast from the past. You know, Futurama's always been one of my favorite TV shows. I've always been a huge fan of Matt Groening. I don't know how you say his last name, if I'm being entirely honest. Yeah, I know, huge fan. I don't know how to say his last name. I know how it's spelled. But, great game. I'm having a great time. Yes, it is difficult. It is like a more difficult platforming game, but I feel like that somehow adds more appeal to it. I feel like although it makes a lot of jokes, and obviously Futurama is like a comedy adult cartoon deal, the game takes itself seriously, and I respect that. And I'm going to be putting Futurama in the S tier, and it's not just because of how much money I paid for it, it's also because it keeps me wanting to play more, and it keeps me guessing, it's surprising me. Although I know a lot about the show, nothing seems like played out or predictable, so it's a good game. S tier. It's Futurama the game. Anyway, here we go. Dark Alliance 2, the sequel to the first Dark Alliance game. Now, why don't I have the first Dark Alliance game? Well, I'll tell you what. I accidentally bought it on PC, meaning to buy a different game called Dark... Excuse me. Oh my gosh, I'm sick. Sorry. I meant to buy a different game called Dark Alliance that apparently had came out and had been popular for a little bit. Also, another RPG game. So, I meant to buy that, but then I bought the first one on PC on Steam, and I was kind of like, well, I'm not going to buy it on PlayStation 2 and have it on Steam, because I've beaten it on Steam. I'm not going to bother buying it for PlayStation 2. It's just not worth it to me. If I could play it on my computer and I already own it, this is probably not going to happen. But the second one, this is great for, like, I wanted more Dark Alliance, and I got more Dark Alliance, and that's exactly what this is. This game is not really that much different than the first one. It adds some, like, weapon enhancement. You get new quests, obviously. There's a new world. There's new zones. But a lot of the assets are just reused from the first game. It really doesn't look that much different or behave that much different from the first game. I think I'm going to have to put Dark Alliance 2 as a D. Alright, and that puts us at our last and final PlayStation 2 game for today. There will be another tier list in the future as my game collection grows, but the last game for today is Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty. This is a sequel to Metal Gear Solid for PlayStation 1, which was on my tier list yesterday. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and go to my channel, Crazy Games, and go check it out. It's a lot like this one, but this is a good game. This is a decent sequel. I've heard, you know, different things from different people. This is a Hideo Kojima game, and a lot of people have respect for that name. So sometimes I wonder too, just because people like Hideo Kojima, they like all of the games that have been made. It's alright. I don't know if it's worthy of being an S or an A. We will be playing it on the channel at some point. Once we finish the first Metal Gear Solid game, I will go ahead and pop this bad boy in as a sequel. That should be pretty fun. But, yeah. It's alright. I'm gonna go ahead and put it as a C tier game. Alright. And just like that, all 21 games have been ranked and put onto the tier board here. So I guess let's just go ahead and recap and see what we have. With S tier, we have Silent Hill 2, Guitar Man, and Futurama. In A tier, we have Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, Kingdom Hearts, GTA Vice City, Rayman 2, and Shadow of the Colossus. In B tier, we got The Sims, Silent Hill 3, Red Faction, Bully, The Sonic Collection Plus, and Shadow Hearts. In C tier, we've got Red Faction 2, The Godfather, The Sopranos, Devil May Cry, Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, and then in D tier, we have Dark Cloud 2 and Dark Alliance 2. Funny how both the D tier games happen to start with D. I'm sure there's no correlation with that at all. But anyway, I really hope that you liked this video. Thank you for tuning into my stream if you were here. If you're watching afterwards, thank you for watching and staying until the end of the video. If you want to see more PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games, Let's Plays, showing off the games, tier lists about games, anything like that, like and subscribe to my channel, Crazy Games, Krayze Games. And comment below what you want to see next, what games you want to see. Is there anything on here you super disagree with and you need to tell me about? Well, you better tell me about it because I want to hear about it. So, yeah, thanks again, and, well, I hope you have a good one.